Hello tankers, I'm Major Hawkins, welcome back to my channel. I had a short break from YouTube and basically from regular battles also. I did some battles in calibration of the rating battles of this season, and I did one of them in the T-100 LT, which had a birthday. I don't have that many battles in it. I think it's around 74 battles, 66 in regular. The T-100 LT is a real bully, or it can be. Doesn't have much of gun depression. It has around 3000 DPM, 310 alpha. I do run calibrated because then I hover just below 300 pen. I think it's 294. It does have premium AP ammunition. And premium AP ammunition, I'll come back to that in a later video, what that means for the tank. But instead of APCR or heat, AP is actually the strongest premium ammunition you can have in the game. So that makes it pretty strong actually. And another thing about it is it has really troll upper plate, and it has such a low profile that it takes a lot of bounces sometimes. And you probably know that if you meet it in battles. I had a friend in my clan who did a battle recently in the T-100 LT, and he bounced 4600 damage. 4600 in a light tank, that's just ridiculous. Other than that, there's not much to say. It's really nimble. And I have this replay for you guys that I did at my last calibration battle. And I'll just fast forward to where the battle starts. And you'll see that the enemy team doesn't have any medium or light tanks. It do have some pretty strong mobile heavies as the AMX-50B, the FA-215B, pretty mobile tanks there. So I'm going over here to my usual spotting bush on the medium side just to see if something gets going this way. And I spot the 215B there as the only one, and nothing else has been spotted yet. So I'm just being a little bit passive. And also remember that the T-100 LT does have the spotting mechanic. So if I shoot something, they're spotted for twice the amount of time that they usually are. So all the normal tanks will be spotted for 20 seconds, whereas you have a couple of the Chinese light tanks will only be spotted for, 14 seconds, because they have the 7 seconds or it's 8 seconds. Here you see that I go on the left side here because the MX-50B and the E75 is alone over here. The 215B is alone on the other side, but he has such high DPM that I don't want to fight him alone. I haven't reset my camo, and I was too close to the bush when I shot, so I was spotted when I was shooting through the bush. And you will also know that if you watch my video on concealment. So I tend to forget that sometimes also. And I go for the MX-50B because he's on a long reload. I can take a shot from the E75 without much harm. He can do me a 300, 400, 500 damage. But I can actually clear the AMX here. And the remainder of their team is on the other side and on the mid, preoccupied with the rest of my team. The E75 here, you see, it's quite a high tank, and it's the same if you meet the E100. A tank like the T-100 LT can pretty easily side hog it. Just make sure that you don't, per se, drive into the tank, because then you'll receive some, of course, some ram damage. But just circling this guy here, and I must say the E75 player here, I checked that after the game. He's not a bad player per se. He's hovering around the high 40s, but he has a lot of battles, so he should know his way around. But he's just in a lot of pain because he gets that one shot into me, and that's pretty much it, and then he's dead. So we have 2 down, they have 2 down. It looks pretty good, and I just want to cap this space because if my team is dying and I have to get away, then I'm up on cap points. Instead of just running for the damage, I'd rather just be a little bit ahead on the caps, because then I have the opportunity to just withdraw and be passive and just let the caps go up. See the Death Star in the mid there, and the 215B is down in the ditch, and the E100, the Jaegeru, is also down in the ditch. So I want to clear tanks now, so they don't bedoink my team. So there goes the Death Star. The 215B have spotted me, but I do the same trick here. So it is a bit lower to the ground, the 215B, so he could shoot me, but just the way I maneuver around the tank, I get lucky. I admit that also. It's just, well, I guess a little bit of skill combined with luck. The BC-68, you can see that I can actually pen him, again, AP standard ammunition. I can pen him on that little square there on the side of his turret because it's angled as it is. And I actually switched to premium ammunition because I think I can clear him. I have 260 on the premium, and it is a little bit of high roll, but not enough to clear him. So 5900 with a little fire on the E75. Mastery, and a quite good game in the T-100 LT, I would say. So, as I said, I haven't played that much in it. It can really be a bully. It was stronger in a previous version of the game. I think just before we came up to edition 10 that we have now. There is a couple of things I'll point out here. Now, I've been rambling a little bit about players getting too fast through the tech tree and stuff like that. And actually this player here, he doesn't have very many battles, 200. It's a reroll, obviously. And I think it was the 4005, the same, less than 1,000 battles in normal. So these guys must have been getting through the tech tree pretty fast and just grinding tanks in fun modes or something like that. But, well, that's not what it's about. It's about the T-100 LT. So, a real bully. It's really low to the ground. So, if you meet those tall tanks, they can have a difficulty in looking down at you, especially, if you side hug them like I did with the E75 there. If you don't have it, I can recommend to grind the line. It's not that bad, actually, of a grind. And, yeah, 3000 DPM. Nimble, fast, small, low to the ground, and just really annoying troll armor. And you also saw the E75 bounced off my turret because it's such a steep angle. Remember, everything that has AP or APCR will bounce off of a 70 degrees angle. So that's why it's so strong. Yeah, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about the T-100 LT, and please leave me a comment and maybe a like if you enjoyed the video. Otherwise, take care, have a really great weekend, and happy tanking. Bye-bye.